is we've gone through all 3 boxes, 30 tiles, or slate slabs, whatever they're called, and these are the 4 that we like for the base. So right now we're making a mental recorded note, digital note of what we like, and I'm going to put these in the back of the vehicle for right now, so they don't get damaged, and then we'll work on the walls.
Well, we chose these colors or these tiles because it incorporated most all the colors that are the other tiles. We thought about some other ones. We had some darker ones here that were just pretty much they were pretty smooth, and they were all about the same color. Nothing real significant in design. And we thought this might be an idea.
Other than this book matched one.
Right. And we thought that might be an idea for a base, but then it just wasn't interesting, and then it really wouldn't pull in any of the colors that were going up on the wall. So we went on and kind of totally changed the idea and went with a lot more color. They're all pretty much smooth. We have more tiles that are much more raised, but these are all pretty smoothed out for the most part. But we like the colors, so pretty exciting.
We get these stored in the car, and we'll start breaking some tile.
Yep. Awesome.
We're going to go ahead and lay out, we're going to break the tile, lay out our pattern here. Then we're going to get our mortar and slap it up here, and then just transfer our pattern up here. So,
see how it works.
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Okay, we're getting ready to break up our first piece of slate, but,
I'm kind of nervous. You want to do it?
No, you're fine. I'm just concerned because you don't have you have nothing around it, no protection, you got no plastic, you got nothing. Because you got to give it some, take it outside and drop it. Oh, there we go. That's why I said put something underneath it so you have, something to break it on.
Looking for a piece of wood. I thought I had some wood.
Yeah, we have these pieces here.
Yeah, those will work.
Well, okay. Oh, okay. This is so weird. I'm like, no.
Piece bigger or smaller?
Well, I'm thinking a combination of the two. I don't think they should all be smaller, and I don't think they all should be big. I think you should have a combination of the two, and it'll make it a lot more interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe cut off some of the rough edges, like the squared off edges, but oh. Why are you still cutting it down? I thought that was a big piece.
Oh, you want big pieces like that?
Okay. Did I not just say a combination of little pieces and big pieces?
Well, when I thought you meant little pieces, I thought you meant like...
Those are little pieces.
I thought this was a big piece. I thought you had like little pieces like this here.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm thinking like... Okay. Husband and wife failure to communicate. I mean, those are little pieces to me. Okay, audience, do you agree? Yes. Thank you. Those are little pieces. So coming up with like just a couple of the bigger pieces, like the one you have there, maybe just kind of shaving off some of the corners and stuff, so it's not so squared off, I think would be better. Those are the guest appearances on the show.
You want to leave this big piece in?
Well, I don't know now.
You want to break it down here, like in the middle here?
Yeah, I guess it's okay. But it's like I said, not all of these have to be, Yeah.
Like
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Kind of looks like a state. I don't know what state.
State of mind.
Yeah, I like that because those kind of big dark pieces. Yeah, just kind of, you have a lot of those rigid corners, like the squared off corners. I want to kind of get rid of the squared off corners.
Those squared off corners go here.
Whatever, I don't believe it, but whatever.
And like this one here.
That's a good one. I like that piece.
You go like
That's a cool piece. See, I kind of like them that size, to be honest. I kind of like them bigger, but just a few of the little ones mixed in.
Okay.
And that might be really good. So maybe just a combination of the two for each piece that you break would be really good.
This one may be harder since it's bigger.
Uh-huh. Put the other piece underneath, make it taller. Not by much, but... You need like a 2x4. Yeah, I don't know about that, honey. I really wish we could move the concrete board. I'm so afraid of breaking that. Yeah, you put a hole in it. You have a peek hole now. A little pee-pee hole. You can like look outside and peep at people.
And they say just be able to hit it with a hammer.
I know. Well, maybe you gotta turn it over then. Wow. Alright, so we decided on something similar to this right here. May not be exact, but that's okay. So we're deciding to take the big one in the middle, making like a diamond pattern on the wall, and then putting the smaller pieces around the outside. But we were concerned, we had a interesting question posed to us. Our dilemma is, if we put the big one on the wall, it's liable to slide. And so it's not going to stay in place. So what we've decided to do is take these two lines down here that are diagonal and attach a couple screws there in order to hold the large tile in place so that until the thin set stuff sets. And hopefully that'll keep our large tile in place
From sliding down.
from sliding down, right? And then we can put the rest of them around it after that point. So we'll see how that works and let you know. Alright, so we've put the two at the bottom there to kind of stabilize on the wall, but then there was some kind of twisted and rotated a little bit, so we've added two more to prevent it from actually twisting. And the nails of the screws will come out later after it sets, after the thin set sets. Keeps it up on the wall, so. Alright, we're mixing up the thin set mortar stuff. We were only going to do a little at a time, except apparently miscalculations. We had way too much water, so we ended up having to do the whole bag.
Without a drill.
And without a drill, we're doing it by hand. The drill we have is not strong enough, and we don't have the paddle built, or the paddle bit, or whatever. Okay, well, it's been past the 2 minutes to sit, and 10 minutes to sit and 2 minutes to stir, so we're starting the application now, and it's our first set, so we're kind of thinking we might have to do things a little bit different on the next wall, but we're trying to do it in sections, you know, but to get the grout in there is kind of hard to do. Or the mortar, sorry. When in doubt, use the fingers, right? Alright, wall one's done. We like it, so far. I think it turned out pretty good for the most part. It's like as I was telling my husband, it's like a puzzle you put together, but you don't really put it together. So
Let's turn the light on and see if it makes it look better.
I think it looks fine the way it
Shed
is.
some light on that.
Oh, it looks good. So there's wall one. Well, we'll do the I guess the grout lines later once we figure out kind of what kind of color we want to put in between, whether we want it light or dark or whatnot. So now we're gonna work on wall number 2 and get that done. Very exciting.
Okay, this is what I found that works.
To break up the tiles, right?
Yep.
Oh, hey, that is a good idea. So there's a piece underneath, right?
It's just loose piece, yeah.
Okay.
So now I take it over here to the fire pit and I just tap it.
Get the edges you want.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then I take it and like that's pretty thin there. Let me break that off. And I just break all the little stuff off. So,
There you go.
so there's one.
Amateur Masonry 101.
Yep. And all those flaked out to be nothing. So Like this big guy here.
Really thin pieces.
Yeah. Now you don't have any sharp edges.
Cool. Yeah, no straight edges, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all irregular. That's why I like them.
Huh?
Especially for this type of application. Cool. All right, so here is where the wood burning stove's going to go. We got the walls up as we've been talking about. All the stones are up. They're waiting us to dry now for a couple days, I guess. Then we'll start working on the bottom when the stove gets here. So across the way, we have our shoes. And then we have this blank wall between that and our stove. It's probably, what, about a foot wide? A little more, no, a little less.
A little more than a foot.
A little more than a foot, a little more than a foot wide. And we're going to decide we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to go ahead and stone all this up as well. Just kind of bring it all together. And we may do above the cooking area along either side of the window, maybe the wall. But for now, we're just going to do this right here.